Hey everybody, welcome to Morethanmeetstheseguys. We're doing Exosquad Friday. We're on episode 12 of Exosquad Betrayal, and I'm here with the Exoboys, I guess, at this point. Jehu, Tom, and Boo of the AxonUnderground.com.
Howdy.
Howdy, fellas.
Oh, we weren't
How's it
supposed to
going?
do the
Hello.
brood again? I'm kidding. I watched the right episode.
Yes, we're doing the Brood. Okay,
I will
funny thing.
say, I'd like to set the tone for this episode. This is the most serious episode we've ventured into
Yeah,
yet because Bronsky is heavily featured in it and he doesn't burp once.
I know. I was waiting for it. It was nothing. Nothing.
yeah,
This
he
is
takes a more
serious
serious
business.
tone for us.
Yeah.
And the animation was probably the best I've seen so far.
Oh
in
yeah,
this one.
yeah. They
Yeah,
someone
like
loved this episode. Bob Forward wrote this thing. And we know Bob Ford and Larry DiTilio from lots of other things besides Beast Wars.
My
Did we-
first note
What
on this
else?
was I had just noticed that there was a person named Bob Forward, and that's an objectively hilarious name.
As soon as I saw that name pop up, I put in my notes, watch for falling rocks, and I was not disappointed. Because that's like his trope. Everything Bob Ford wrote on Beast Wars, somebody got a rock dropped on them.
Tarantulas.
that's just because they want to do that stretch and pull animation so much.
Yeah.
We're like, the
Well,
kids are
they
gonna
even
love
made
it.
jokes about it with the scripts he'd do for BotCon and stuff. They
Uh-huh.
do the readings. Like they'd have self-referential jokes like, Bob Ford wrote this one, look out for rocks. You know?
Yes, those signs you go around when you go like on the like mountain trails and stuff, like watch for falling rocks.
Yeah.
Like you ever going up by a place, and I know from a few places, but definitely where my in-laws live up in Oregon, they have like these nets across these sheer cliffs because
Yeah.
constantly
Yeah.
things fall.
Yeah.
Like that's scary.
Like
I'm
the
from
Mets are gonna
Kentucky,
help.
and there's been times where they had those up
Oh
there.
yeah, that's right. I've seen this in
I
Kentucky too.
I used to live in I used to live in Kentucky, and that was the first time I saw them. I was like, that's nice.
What part of Kentucky did you live in?
In Fort Campbell area, Clarksville.
Oh, right
like,
on. Yeah. I've
yeah,
been
yeah.
that way before.
Did you take the last train there?
It's right on the state. It's right on the state line, so like it divides the base in half. So
Right.
you're like,
Yeah, so yeah, man, I was really excited to see Bob Ford writing this. And dude, the tone set of this already at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like
it's a little heavy.
it zeroes in on a like really just demolish shit for the most part, and then it just it's still trying to like escape from the fleet.
Demolish Smurf.
Oh
No, he said
He said
ship.
ship.
no,
Ship.
shit! Like
Papa.
presents.
It's already starting, Jehu.
That's
Already
funny
starting.
Someone's
because
already there.
I basically took what was not a curse word and put a curse word in people's heads now.
You
Well,
made it a
let-
four-letter word.
Yeah.
Let's just say that ship was smurfed.
It was smart. And it is still trying to get away, and it gets blown up.
Dude,
Like-
and the play pattern is heavy here.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
You got grappling hooks and missiles
Yeah.
firing everywhere, canisters dropping.
It was like the most creative space battle ever. Like,
100% there
I'm
were
gonna
some
shoot a bolo at it.
right.
there were some notes of like, okay, you've told us about war. Sell us some toys.
Yeah.
Right. Actually,
Which,
there were
which
scenes where I
won't
went,
be
"Oh,
on shelves. Yeah.
yeah." I went like, "Oh, that's what that does." When they like activate
Right.
one of the little toy gimmicks, I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's what that'll do."
Yeah. It's bad,
You
dude.
think that's covered in basic? You think that's covered in like basic, like EXO E-frame pilot training? Like if they shoot a missile at you, shoot your grappling hook at it and swing it back at them.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Bob Forward was playing with the toys and said, "Oh, let's do this."
Oh, 100%. 100%. You know, I hate this too. So I made notes and I emailed them to myself. Apparently that email is sitting in an outbox somewhere. So I'm going to be yellow in this episode from what I
The
just
mailer Damon has gotten you.
Right.
Hopefully I didn't send it to someone I wasn't supposed to send it to.
Uh-oh.
That'll be an interesting thing. But we'll
Did
find
you
out
add your
tomorrow.
Someone
feet
just
pics to this one?
Always. That's my signature.
Someone's
man.
just gonna get. Someone's gonna get Evan's comment of like a lady pilot, not in my cartoon. Like,
Yeah.
Is she ready to go home to cook her family dinner
Yeah.
afterwards?
I hope
Oh,
her
man.
husband doesn't mind.
Yeah. It's honestly it's a pretty brutal fight out here though. There's that one woman in the like the Bronski style E-frame
Yeah.
who's just like
Yeah,
who
as one.
was that?
I'm saying that's the one. That's the one who I was thinking of. Yeah,
Yeah, I know you were
and
thinking
she's
of
holding
that.
her own. She's doing good. She's
Oh,
like,
she's doing great. I love the reticle that show up on the digital, like the reticle thing on her scanner or whatever. She closes her eyes and uses the computer to fire at all the missiles, shoots them all. There's a guy in a in Torres style E-frame like doing the same thing with like shooting like far off targets. And there's like those purple like I don't know, they're kind of like chicken feet E-frames, the Neo
Yeah.
E-frames,
they.
like
It
doing
is
the
the high speed stealth E frame.
thank you,
With the
thank you,
giant orange bowling ball on one arm.
yes,
Yes,
and
Which is known for stealth.
that's how.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
they're
great
super.
too.
Like no one sees them coming.
It,
It
it
makes me
looks like
makes me think that Neos have like eyesight like deer, so they can't see like hunter orange. They think that's a stealthy color.
Right.
they and I love it too because it's essentially looks like a like the head of a morning star mace, and it just shoots out this.
Yeah.
It fires off like someone fired a model rocket in space. It goes, and the woman in the Bronsky frame. What is that one called? You don't know.
It's ground. Yeah, all right.
Ground
I know
assault
that.
frame.
I know. I know the Neo one because it shows up like all the time. So you're like, what is this thing called? The
Yeah,
Bronsky. It's ground
you,
subbing. It's ground
you're a
assault.
poser.
Ground.
That's all you are.
You
Anyways,
know what?
she shoots the grappling hook at it.
Luckily, I have these cool
Does a whole
glasses.
spinny thing, grabs it and spins it back at him. I love the dumbfire missiles from the shoulder launchers. Those are complete Robotech, BattleTech style
Yeah.
armaments, and they're for space. Makes
they're
sense.
not the
Space has no
they're not
air.
the
You're only dealing with gravity. So dumbfire
they're
missiles
not the
make complete
first one to
sense.
come up with cluster bombs. I mean, come on, it's not Robotech so much credit. Robotech. No one even likes Robotech. I mean, Exosquad's where's that?
Dude. I
Name
have
like
to.
5 people who like Robotech. You can't. No one even
Yeah,
cares.
well, I've had people actually comment on the show's YouTube page that they want to see more Robotech. So that's
You know what?
I think the
There's
problem
been
is
like
if you mention 5 people who like Robotech, you'll get sued by what's that company? Golden Harvest?
Harmony
Gold.
Harmony
yeah,
Gold, yeah.
Harmony Gold, yeah.
They've got
whoa.
Evan's number right now. See,
Yeah.
that's Harmony Gold zooming in on him. They're controlling his camera. They're like,
Robotech's
"Get
had
his
like
face."
I'm
what,
doing
like-
I'm doing my optical scan. Hold on. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, that whole thing's going. It's pretty brutal out there, and there. Okay,
Oh,
so
dramatic.
what's
There we go.
extremely dramatic. Um. Anyways, so y'all are
The moral
gonna.
of the story is Evan still doesn't know how his camera works. He hasn't been able to
Yeah.
turn that thing off in months.
It decides for him.
Flipping AI.
Yeah.
There's there's also this dude with this amazing mustache and blonde fro who's in like a Daleon
Sandusky.
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 Yes,
Well,
Sandusky.
yeah.
didn't get there. And he was in like a Daleon style E-frames all in orange, and he's
Mhm.
just fighting his tail. He's getting shot up, and he's like, and there's Winfield in the
Well,
light.
that's way later, man. You're getting way ahead of the story.
That's why I don't have my notes, dude.
Yeah, that's like near the end of this
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, it's true. Sandusky doesn't till later.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then let's go back to on Mars.
Well,
Mars
they
is good. Mars is a good place for us to be.
Yeah, well, Maggie and Kaz save Winfield's life craft and get it towed into the retreating exo fleet.
Which we
And they
which we
flirt
needed to
in
see.
space.
Yes.
Hey, what?
Well, yeah.
Oh, they
In space, you can hear me flirt.
Yes.
man. I am
There's-
so confused about
there's
Weston
a-
and Kaz's like a relationship.
I'll explain exactly what it is to you, and I don't mean any. I don't want to disparage the writers in any way. It was written by guys who grew up in the 60s and 70s and 80s, and it was just like, a girl. Surely they're the target of affection. I bet everybody wants to kiss on them. It's just like,
Dude,
That's all it
it's
was.
totally Mrs. Robinson.
Oh
But,
yeah,
yeah, because
taken
also
here.
I think somewhere in this episode he also calls her grandma.
grandma.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
women are traditionally very flattered by.
well, I don't want to be out of line.
I got you,
but
grandma.
Kaz is presumably Japanese, so they're into some weird stuff.
Right, that's true. We dropped
There
that
could be like a
bomb on
grandma.
We
Got
actually
that.
we had this
Jesus, Jehu.
we had this exchange earlier, Tom. You and I. I'm like, he's apparently into gilfs. So and then
There's nothing wrong
he's
with
like,
that.
well, yeah, it's Japanese. You
He's
know,
like
of course.
Guard
Yeah.
from Metalocalypse.
I mean,
Swiss guard.
they live to be like 120. You can't not love them.
Swiss guard. is the
Grandma
best.
wants to party too.
Oh God, I gotta watch more Death
Obasan.
Clock.
So on Olympus Mars, we have Exosquad hiding out in a cave trying to repair their E-frames.
And that's what
There's a
Marcelo
lot of
runs up.
hiding.
Well,
There's
dude, they're
an
in
awful lot
enemy
of hiding in
territory.
this arc.
No, Marsala, that's later too. That's Marsala is actually talking to Phaeton, who's still wearing his E-frame. Like
That's
dude,
right.
That thing's got to be ripe.
No,
They're,
they certainly don't have a body odor. They're fine.
yeah.
That's what fires out of those canisters that you love so much. That's their waste.
You know,
That's
It's
that's
like
right.
the Dune suits, except they turn it into a weapon.
did you?
Yeah,
I
Smurfers
think
full.
we've been over this. We've been over this like several times. But have you guys seen the Orville?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So like the Mocklins in the Orville are like, I mean, I wouldn't say the Klingons, but they're like,
Dude, they're
in
very
a way.
Neo.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, okay. Don't jump the gun on me just yet. We'll get like you're in the right, you're on the right path. Like every time they look at the Mocklins in that show, they're doing something weird to be like what is wrong with you people? Like what was the name of that? That's not a good example, but the name of that ball they threw around that like goes through your hand.
Oh yeah.
Like Kaplana or whatever it was. But
Phantasm?
No, like-
Smoking 100
like-
cigarettes and stuff.
But like they can eat anything, so like they'll give them a cactus and it'll be like that's fine. And
Yeah.
like they lay eggs and if they get upset at their spouse, they can murder them. You know, it's just like they're meant to be like these are the weirdest aliens we've encountered and we have to live with them. And that's like the Neos, where it's like if you found out they laid an egg, you just be like, yeah, I guess. What all right.
They pee
They
once
do
a
that.
year, you know.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. The peeing once a year. The sexual event.
Yeah. They like have a whole
Uh,
ceremony to it. It's like Pon Far for Vulcans, but they just go there to pee.
Yes, that's right. I forgot about the peeing. Such a good show. Anyway, Exosquad, I guess.
Yeah.
Back to this other show.
So yeah,
Yeah.
That's right.
Phaeton orders his fleet to don't exceed a 6G limit because he doesn't want to damage their ships. Like he's like, oh, just take it easy, guys. Like they're so overconfident in their victory that he's like, they're falling apart.
Well, you know,
Don't break the ship to get to them.
you say that, and that is definitely an opinion. But also, like, they do frequently point out that the Neo Sapiens do not have like the fighting force that would be required to like outright defeat the Terrans.
Right.
So it is more like a don't you bust up those
Yeah.
frames I gave you.
That's
need them
why
to
we
kill
have
these
all
guys.
this baby batter right now.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if they push a little harder, they could probably wipe out what remained of the Exo fleet. But they're like,
See, this
we'll get to them. Don't break the stuff.
this is why Boo never took over the universe. He's
Yep.
reckless.
I think Boo has a devil may
also-
care
also-
attitude.
Aw, a Han Solo, if you will. But
Right.
and also in that scene, I mean, it's a pretty obvious part where the one of the officers, a female appearing officer, which not really female according to Neo standards, but whatever, you know, they're just look like it.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
a
sorry.
female
What's
officer,
a woman? Anyways, go ahead.
yeah. Oh, you know what? Get out of here, Ben Shapiro. No one likes you. Anyway, she's like, oh, we caught one of their ships. It fell out of formation, and Phaeton, of course, is like, anybody important? Any cool officers? And they're like, no, just regular non-commissioned people. Kill them.
Yeah. Dispose of them.
Oh,
Get rid of it.
yeah, like, oh, you're so rude. You're so British.
Yeah.
Nobody works
Phaeton's
torture on that
likability
ship.
has definitely faded since he started wearing his exo all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Why does-
actually and that's why I love this. This is one of those episodes that gives us so much character building of the Neo Sapiens.
Mhm.
So we'll get into
Oh
that.
yeah. Well, we get the backstory because he confronts Marsala.
Oh well, yeah, you're getting there. That's when
Right
Marcelo
about now,
walks in.
right?
Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
Marcelo walks
Yeah.
in. Is like,
Yeah.
oh, Marcelo,
Yeah, and he's like, Neos don't change paths readily once they're committed to something. So, what's your problem, dude?
Marcel's like, but it does happen, as you'll
Yeah,
remember.
they're
And
the
right here
two
they
most-
use a storytelling device that I love that I call soap haze, which
Yes,
is to
they do.
differentiate a flashback by making the corners blurry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
100%.
you wouldn't know otherwise.
Right.
You'd be like, "What's going
Right,
on?
you'd be
Is
like,
this happening
oh,
now?"
this is happening right now. Oh, wait, the corners are blurry.
Yes.
You know
But-
what? We say that, but it's like when you watch a movie with your old lady, I'll say, and they're like, "Who's that? What's happening now?" They
Right.
do that for them. They're
Right.
like, "This is not now. This was before."
Right.
Did
Maybe
you
the
notice-
corners are always blurry for some of us. Did you ever think about that, Jehu?
Well, I mean, they definitely are for me because I'm
What a
mostly
racist.
blind. But
Someone's got the stigmatism.
But at least you're not a pirate this week, and there's that.
I'm not a pirate
Yeah,
this week.
that's
It's
true.
So yeah, there's the whole flashback, and then you have okay. Apparently, in the olden times, 50 years ago during the rebellion, they all had underoos, and they all fought in their
Yes.
underoos, like color coded
and cool little harnesses for their shoulders.
Yeah.
and
Right?
headlamps, because that's how.
Well, yeah.
They were miners. This
Yeah.
was like Megatron Origin.
Oh, 100% that.
Yeah. And again, you have to remember. Go ahead, Evan. I'm
Well, I
sorry.
was gonna say, but there's also the thing where like they get fought by the rudimentary like E-frames. And did you hear the flippin' voice of the E-frame guy who caught Phaeton?
He sounded like
It's
Winfield.
Winfield.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Winfield.
I was like,
Yeah.
no wonder he's an admiral. He caught Phaeton and stopped the whole rebellion.
Right.
Yeah. He had to
And-
be like, well, actually, if it was 50 years ago, he must be old as hell. Let's say he was
He must have been really
19,
young.
20.
Yeah, say
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
like in his 20s. Let's say he's 70 now.
He
He's
was
an
a rough
admiral.
20.
Yeah. Well, you know.
He smoked he
Space will
smoked
do
the
that to you.
filterless Lucky Strikes back then. Come on, Neo.
He was skipping
I
out
never
on
saw
his
anyone in
B
the-
supplements. To be
I never saw
complex,
anyone in the Expanse who looked good, you know?
right?
Not wrong. You're not wrong. They all looked really
Yeah.
rough.
So yeah,
Space runs you hard.
Phaeton seemed a lot more emotional back in those days.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, crying for their basically, crying for their
Well,
freedom and cheering them on.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Let's just go off what we know in this scene, right?
Mhm.
Like, if you were like, let's just imagine for a moment, like if you were a member of like a slave race, and it's
Yeah.
hard for us to imagine that, but I'm sure we can, theorize.
Hold on, let me
Right.
check the skin tone.
And
Yeah,
like-
no,
and
I have
like-
no idea.
And like you were obviously he was like into it. He was clearly speaking about go brothers, resist the humans. Blah, blah, blah. Why with the zoom in?
I don't know.
But he was clearly committed, and like he got captured by Winfield, as we see, and the reality of compromise your principles or die. A lot of people they want to imagine themselves the hero. They want to imagine themselves going out and fighting the Nazis and beating them up. A lot of people just want to live and go with the flow when the push comes to
Mhm.
shove.
They didn't have to
And
like
I don't-
torture him or anything for it.
Well, okay. Well, they have 30 minutes and in a 20-second flashback. He could have been like, poking his belly. We don't know, but
he's pinching his nipples with
I
that clamp
always-
thing.
Later,
Winfield's a
later.
freak. Yeah, I'll talk to you later, Shape. But like you,
I like
you
that
have
you
to
did that in
imagine-
30s gangster voice. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
See?
yeah, you dirty Shape. But like
By the
give
way,
Phaeton-
that was the last time white people were cool.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Shane Gillis, calm down.
Did I steal that from somebody?
Oh, totally.
Probably.
Yeah,
Who did I
Yeah.
steal that from?
shit. Shane Gillis, he says, who? Gosh, I don't know baseball very well. Who
Yeah,
was
so-
the black baseball player?
Jackie Robinson.
Like Robinson.
Jackie
Oh, that
Robinson.
sucks
He
because I
goes
don't
like-
even like Shane Gillis.
Yeah, well, now you're.
I must
a
have
racist
watched it while I was
referencer,
drunk and
you-
not know. I mean,
monster.
mainly what I was talking about was David Lee Roth because David
You-
Lee
you-
Roth talks like a vaudeville person, and he was the last person.
You stared too
But,
long in the
just-
abyss, and now you've become the
Yeah.
monster.
That's true. That's true. I've looked into the abyss,
Shayna Billis.
and I'm Shane Gillis. That sucks. But my shirt's on.
But he's
the guy who takes his shirt off, right?
No. Oh, that's the Machine. You're thinking of the Machine guy.
Oh God, that guy.
Oh, same difference.
Not funny. All right, well. One has a shirt on, one doesn't.
Right?
I don't know.
And
Shirt
But
versus
anyway,
skin.
so what I was
Okay,
getting
anyway,
at
I'm
was,
super
like,
embarrassed now.
No, you know what? I'll take it away. Here, I'll vamp for a second. So like we give Phaeton like this evil machination of like, oh, he's sneaky, he's got this agenda, but like you can also say that he's so ashamed of that moment of like sabotaging Neo Sapien resistance, and you know, if you're like who is that guy from 300, the little like monster who betrayed the Spartans? You
I
know,
can't remember.
Yeah.
Thopolimus or whatever the heck.
That
his
yellow
name is.
bastard,
You know,
same thing.
Yes.
The creepy little crippled monster. There's a scene
Apollinus.
in that where there's a scene in that where Leonidas looks at him and says like, "May you live forever." You know, with your shame is the implication.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, and to have that shame for a long time, like Phaeton probably did for 50 years, you would be like, I gotta make up for that. So we're gonna go crazy
Right.
the next time.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he's overcompensating.
we're gonna go ape Smurf, as we say, on these Terrans, and there's not gonna be any room for anybody to be like, he's over there, fellas. Like, nope, I'm staying in this E frame. We're going bonkers. And like, I guess you and like if you want to draw the Hitler parallel again, Hitler was in World War One. Germans didn't win. There's a lot of shame in that. So when he got to be chancellor, you have to imagine he was like 100%. We're like committed to this now.
Right.
We're
Trying to
not
save
wavering.
face, yeah.
Yeah, no one's stabbing us in the back this time. We're gonna wreck all these out. Blah blah blah.
Well,
And
yeah.
with Phaeton, again, we give him like too much of like a villainous like meow element to him, when really I think a lot of what he does is based on shame. I think if you were in that position, you'd be like, I have to make up for that crazy moment where I betrayed everyone.
Well, and he didn't want anyone to know
someone
about
grabbed
it.
you
It
in
was
a
like
claw.
a secret between him and Marsala, which means probably the other Neo Sapiens there got killed.
Yeah.
Or
And-
if you were a guy who was acting like a dementia weirdo, you would probably, because of shame, just
Which I do
continually
sometimes.
brag about passing cognitive tests.
Oh, wait.
Did Phaeton have to pass one? Oh, we're making a okay.
It was the mind scan. It has issues.
a mind scanner. The
Wait, their roles were reversed in those days, though. Marsala was the leader, and Phaeton was like the grunt.
I think.
Yeah, by the way, this is the first episode I had to pay attention to the patterns on their foreheads.
Yeah,
I'd like back up to check the patterns to see.
Well, it's because they all wore underoos back then.
because they were under.
Yeah.
That's the thing though.
Again,
With this though, I mean, I love when you see like the meeting room and they're all like, sitting over there like looking at a map and they're all like, yeah, Marcel right.
Marcel,
yes,
you're so
yes,
smart.
Marcel's right. Like he's the smartest one among us. Yes,
Wish I
and
could give you a
then like
kiss.
they all bust in and there's like Winfield and Z-Frame and he's like Phaeton is back there not being held by anyone's like that's them kind of thing. You're like, dude, you weren't even being tortured anymore.
he should have run up and given Marsala a kiss on the cheek. That Judas kiss. So
Like Judas.
Yeah.
Also, when he busts through the wall, in my head canon, Twisted Sisters, We're Not Gonna Take It started playing.
I just thought
That'd be
a
a
Kool-Aid
great
Man.
That'd be a
Kool-Aid
great
Man
show.
also works.
So, and
And the
about
funny thing is, like,
go ahead. No, go ahead,
sorry.
Tom. Go ahead.
Okay, real fast. I was just gonna say, like, again, we're seeing like a slave rebellion put down. So at no point am I like, cool, Winfield.
Right,
You're the,
right,
the Negroes.
right.
Well, and they
You know?
obviously like won because they got their like civil rights and their freedom.
Well,
After
well,
so
Yes. So, like, the thing is, and Phaeton kind of touches on this, they have privileges, not rights. Like,
Yes.
there's stuff like whatever they have can be taken away like that. And really, if we're being honest, rights can too, like
Yeah.
God-given rights. Yeah, that's as far as someone coming up and saying, like, I own your
Smurf.
you know, like you don't
Right.
have a God-given right to anything.
Yeah,
I mean, in
that's
my
deep.
own
Maybe that's a deep
household,
root.
I have privileges, not rights.
any
But that's
of
just
our
called a
rights can be
relation.
taken away by like a 2/3 majority vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
I think a lot of people have experienced something like that over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And so like a lot of what the Neo Sapiens had was like gentleman's agreement, and
Yeah.
it's I forgot this. Who's that fellow? Ron. Who's the guy everybody hates? Who's kind of a libertarian in Congress?
DeSantis? No.
Ron Paul.
Ron
Paul.
Ron Paul.
Rand
Oh,
Paul,
yeah.
yeah.
Who's his son? Rand
Rand
Paul.
Paul.
Rand Paul. You know, I don't get. We're not going to get political, but in a long line of like
Never.
nonsense that he's responsible for saying or doing, he had one great quote I always recall where he said something along the lines of like, "You don't create laws or rules for the sheriff you like right now. You create
Yeah.
your laws and your rules for the sheriff 10, 20, 30 years from now who's a monster, and you need to like reel him in."
Yeah.
And ever since that, I've been like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we should have rules. And we've just had like, a couple years of like, oh, those weren't rules. That's neat. I didn't realize.
I've
You know?
always said this about Rand Paul, that I wouldn't vote for him unless he ran with his weird toupee as his running mate. If he did that, I would vote for him just on principle.
So one note about these like proto.
Does it have
E-frames.
agency in this scenario? Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, no, it would have agency in this area.
Yeah.
It's
Does it have,
part
like,
of a
googly eyes? It's
symbiotic
"Hey,
being.
everybody."
I mean, it's as strong as our current vice president. So that makes
yeah,
Exactly.
I wouldn't say that'd be a problem, frankly.
So yeah, those proto E-frames are in like the old school ones.
Yeah,
They look like BattleTech cosplayers.
they kind of do.
Yeah.
They kind of do.
That's weird that something in Exosquad would harken back to BattleTech.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well, I mean,
listening.
like the actual E-frames look like the actual BattleTech mechs,
No,
but
no,
no,
they-
these look like the cardboard
don't.
cosplayers we used to have in the 90s. You know? I guess we still have those around too, but cosplay's come a long
those
way.
guys tried,
Yeah.
From
admire
back
the
when we
fact-
hadn't even thought of making cosplaying sexy.
Yeah, I admire
yeah.
the fat, Doctor Strange and stuff like that. They get credit.
Oh yeah. Who was the Optimus Prime guy that everybody posted pictures of? You
Oh, the
that one?
firefighter dude?
No, not the one that changed his name, but like the
Oh,
overweight
okay.
guy that they always posted pictures of in his Optimus Prime cardboard costume. Jehu knows what I'm talking about. He was. Like,
I know
famous.
exactly who you've talked about.
He was like
I
all over the
right-clicked on
internet.
that dude immediately.
Yeah.
He had to stay in my life for years until a crappy gateway computer died.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, the ones that came in the cow boxes. I used to do gateway support.
Yeah.
But now apparently he was a really cool guy, but man, he did like a Metal Hawk one time too. It just looked hilarious.
Right?
Poor guy. Well,
Oh, he was having
Poor
fun.
guy, or our leader.
Right?
Yeah, or the best Transformers fan ever.
Right.
One or the other.
Dude, he didn't care. He was going to be Metal Hawk. He was going to be Optimus Prime, and he didn't care what you thought about it.
I definitely
Boo's
missed
over
that
he-
version of geekdom that just knew the world wasn't watching. That knew that
You know what?
other
They're
geeks
like,
were the only people who were watching.
yeah, they're like the guys who dress up. God bless them. The guy, especially before like 3D printers and stuff, where or like companies making the costumes.
Right.
Yeah.
Those guys were like the stormtroopers of the fan movement, where they were just like,
Right.
I'm ready to fight and die for this thing. Like, and us, and Boo's hiding behind a
Smurf.
Jeeper Creeper picture. He didn't do it. Like, I certainly didn't. I'm like they're like holding my like Devastator gift set. Like, what a weirdo. Meanwhile, they're banging chicks left and right. I'm sure.
Well, it was dangerous back then. I remember at BotCon like 2001, like when Trans Fandom first started, the website, they had that
Thank goodness we lost that name.
right? But they had like a big foam Optimus Prime and Megatron, and the guy in the Megatron suit like passed out in like one of the display rooms. He overheated in that outfit.
Wait. Was that the big Optimus Prime Megatron guys walking around?
Yeah. Remember
Oh,
Proud Wolf was with them? Yeah.
he passed out it. Oh my god.
Yeah, like he almost like I think they were in like one of the toy display rooms. And
Jesus.
yeah, he just went down.
Man, one of my early
One shot
experiences
fall.
with fandom that wasn't just like, oh, you like the X-Men? Cool, I like the X-Men too. Was I was working in a movie theater when Star Trek First Contact hit. And
Oh, man.
and there was like Klingons there and stuff, and they decorated the lobby with various ships and stuff. And there was this guy running the thing named David Brumbelow. And
Cool.
you know, the and one time I was watching a remember Ed McMahon Sweepstakes? What was it called? Publishers Clearinghouse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
no, he
yeah.
was
Good
American
check.
Family Publisher.
American Family Publishing. Okay. I was watching one of those commercials, and the name on one of the winning envelopes was David Brumbelow. And I never saw him in another Star Trek thing again.
Wow.
Because, you know, he was a
You
millionaire.
think wait, so like he okay, in Jehu's like vision of life, this guy won the Publishers Clearinghouse thing,
Hmm.
and then he was like, I'll see you guys later. And he like
Well, no,
fled to
what
Costa
he was
Rica.
like was,
Like what?
I can pay chicks to come to my house and dress as Klingons.
Oh, that's how they get you, Jay. Though, with
I'm not saying
first
it's
you
me.
get
I'm still very poor. I can't pay
First you get
anybody
the
to come to
mummies.
my house to do anything.
Larsa and
I'm
Beitor
just-
left him in a ditch somewhere and ran off with all his money.
I'm just saying, I think David Brumbelow evolved beyond going to a movie theater and sweating in a Klingon outfit.
Or he got
I
better
really hope that-
costumes and you couldn't recognize him anymore.
100%.
I really hope that the comment for this podcast episode is just from like Brumbelow Power 9000. It's like, fuck you, Jay. Oh, excuse
There you go.
All right,
broke the seal.
mark the time. Mark the
I
time.
would
God.
love
Like,
I
to,
don't
in
even-
2026, have a feud with David Brumbelow, wherever he may
we're
be.
like 20 minutes in. I think YouTube lets us curse now, right?
Yeah. David Brumbelow. We need
Yeah.
to make this chapter. David Brumbelow, David Brumbelow, David Brumbelow.
David
He Googles
Brumbelow.
his name.
Me. It
Googles his
Also,
name one
that's
day,
just a
like-
fun name to say. David
is. It
Brumbelow.
kind of is. God.
It's
Okay.
like that. Who's that character that didn't make it into the Lord of the Rings movies? That's like a little impish, like
Oh,
ooh,
Tom
guy.
Bombadil.
Tom Bombadil.
It's totally a Tom Bombadil name. Absolutely.
Bombadil and Brumbelow hanging out together.
He should have moved on to Transformers cosplay. He could have been Brumblebee.
Oh,
See,
No,
and I've ruined the joke
Tom-
now. I've
if
ruined
you're
it.
You-
if you're
No,
if you're a
you
Star
are.
Trek
You've
cosplayer,
made the joke, Boo.
if you're a Star Trek cosplayer, you're not going to slum it as a Transformers cosplayer. That's just stupid.
One might denigrate that as a dad joke, but I don't believe in dad jokes because jokes come from not having a dad.
Oh, that's why black people are so funny.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. I guess I was
What?
just pulling this whole part of this.
Wow.
No, leave it. That's great. It's
Well,
gonna
no,
be-
I can say that because
somebody
I
who
also
loves
don't
it.
have a dad.
Yeah, and I'm part black.
The
I
O'Mahony
was telling the truth, Tom.
part, yeah.
Prove
I'm
me
a
wrong.
truth
Go
teller.
ahead. You
Bomb.
get my 23andMe up. You can't. This is a woke show. I can say it.
I will
There we
never
go.
do 23andMe in case I decide to do a murder someday.
I know. That's why we haven't put my dad into it.
Your dad was a cop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. I know. Yeah.
That was solid.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad.
They just solved like a 40-year murder case here with that, with like 23andMe or Ancestry DNA.
And that's the most insidious thing I could think of. Like, we're afraid of the government, like, looking at our paperwork. 23andMe handing over our genealogies, that's where I'm like, we should burn these places down. Like, that's the final straw. Like, how dare you? I trusted you with my goo.
They're going to use them in their brooding chambers.
I mean,
Oh,
the thing is, I already found out about a half sister I had anyway and didn't bother talking to her. So what am I
Yeah.
going to do with 23andMe?
Who wants
Yeah.
to talk to
yeah,
half a
like
sister?
if you guys have,
Which half?
what am I going to have?
Right. I don't even want to talk to my real relatives.
Is it like a mermaid? Is there more on the other side?
That's where I was going. Was she like a mermaid, or like is it like the
Yeah.
fish on top?
No,
the,
she
the
was
sister on
she was
bottom.
oh, she was my
Like-
dad's daughter, but
Well,
not
yeah.
my mom's daughter.
But you don't have a
Well-
dad, so where did you even come from?
Well, I wasn't
You
okay. That's a
mongoloid
solid
monster.
point, Boo. You
Jimmy,
found a
whose
flaw
House
in
of
my
Lies
logic.
tonight?
He only has one
Yeah.
set of DNA.
I've
He's
been
never even
outed
been
for
on
so many
23andMe.
lies tonight.
He's got 5 extra chromosomes.
You're like a worker bee. You only have genes from the queen.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Evans, you've
we're
lost
talking about a
complete
show,
control
right?
of the show. We don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Man,
Yeah,
David
I think you should
Grumbelow,
change the
that's what we're
title to
talking
like
about.
sometimes Exo Squad.
so, the,
Exosquad allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so Phaeton
For
declares.
legal reasons, Exo Squad.
So Phaeton, so I would like to keep that little story a secret, if you would mind, or whatever.
Yeah,
he
he
says.
totally snitched.
Oh yeah,
Which he's saying in front of like 2 other dudes at least. You think they'd be like, "Ooh."
dude,
Oh, they're dead. You know that, right? They're
Right.
all
No,
dead.
no, he kills him.
They've
Oh,
got
no.
new ones to replace them out down in the brood chamber, man. They're,
Yeah.
they're fine. They're gonna die. They're like, oh crap.
They're getting sent to the front lines, like King David and Uriah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So he's like, well, Phaeton's like to Marcella, should I have you killed? And Marcella's like, a waste of a skilled warrior. Well, okay, well, I guess we're cool now, right?
Yeah, like they're supposed to be like logical mathematicians, and there's like guy who almost certainly is gonna betray me at some point. A soldier.
Right.
Well, you know,
Like I've got like 50 of those. Like
yeah.
51's not gonna do it for me.
Even if Salo was, if he had him as a captive, he likes officers. So
Yes.
he's like,
That's
okay,
Like
true.
officers.
you're not a
He likes
non-com. I'll keep you.
competent officers.
He gives
Right.
him the benefit of the doubt.
Well,
He's like-
and he plays the numbers game with him. He says, hey, I saw your brood project, and I said, okay, you're gonna win, so I better switch.
Yeah, which is a logical thing to do.
And honestly, this has more shades of Beast Wars because it reminded me of Maximal
Dinobot.
No More, where Dinobot switches
Which one?
back to the Predacons after he sees like Megatron's following all the plans from the Golden Disc and everything's falling in place, and he's like, "Did I make the wrong decision? This actually is Earth after all."
Dinobot's a lot like Marsala.
Oh
where
yeah,
like you're coming to these decisions very quickly.
yeah.
And
So,
I don't
yeah.
trust you.
Well, he says like that's been our biggest weakness is our limited numbers, but you are thinking ahead of the game, so I'm gonna be there with you, and that's when
But
he
like,
realized-
again, that's like saying like, okay, Evan, like we're not really billionaires, but I see you've got 30,000 in your account, and that's pretty sick. Like oh, that's what won you over, Barsala? That you now you see like they might win, so like no integrity. I'd zap him. I'd be like,
Well, he told him he saw that like their main drawback was they didn't have enough people. Like
Yeah.
they didn't have the numbers.
Yeah, but
and they're about to have the numbers, and it's
But
fulfilled
again,
their
that's like
destiny.
but again, that's like saying like I'd be with ISIS if they paid well enough. Like I don't that's not cool. That's not the guy I want to hang out with.
Right.
I love that. Doesn't the camera zooms in on me on my face? I'm like, really?
Well,
My
look,
my favorite thing is that like and I've caught it every once in a while because like I don't want to be a nerd, but I will watch this podcast when it comes out. Mostly for myself. But whenever I say anything that can be like, uh-oh, like I do see Evan's face go like,
yeah.
or like he'll lean in, like and his eyes will get big. I'm like, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right, I promise.
There's
I won't say
a
anything wrong.
there's a guy on Instagram that his whole thing is he talks about conservative dudes who thinks it's gay to wipe their butt.
Well,
That's
it
his
is.
entire that's his entire brand. And that look that Evan is talking about, you're talking about that Evan does, it's the same look that guy does about that.
it's
It's
that
also what they
generation
do when they
that
wipe their butts.
it's the generation that thinks like the bidet is gay. Like, nah, it's super cool.
I'm a big believer in everyone would have a bidet if they just had better branding. Too many Americans thinks it's gay to stick something French up their butt.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the French name. That's
Well,
what puts them off. It needs to be like the
when
Butt
you put
Blaster
it that way,
3000, and then
If
they'll go for it.
if we just found a way to make people know that a bidet is a water pick for your beehole, doesn't that sound delightful?
You've got to give it a
I-
Native American name. It's like it's the Apache.
it's got to be.
You got
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the
See?
Comanche is here.
Yeah.
See, I was
You know what?
thinking
It's like-
actually it's something that maybe they could get on board with Hasbro with and do like a rescue bot, who transforms into a fire truck, and maybe his name was like Power Wash or something for
Dude,
the
they're gonna hit the red stuff with the wet stuff.
Rescue Roy.
and
See, I
that
said
would be the
that.
mascot for the bidet.
As soon as you said that, I
I
thought
thought
Rescue
you were gonna
Roy.
go. I thought you were gonna go like the not board game, but whatever, like the alligator thing with like the clamping teeth where you pull his teeth out.
Oh,
Goes,
the
like,
crocodile dentist.
or like
Yeah. Yeah.
or Mr. Bucket, like it just follows you around.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, it's Mr. Bidet. Ha 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 ha! He's ripping my ass.
He chases you through the house, and if he catches you, he cleans you up.
Not Mr.
So,
Bidet.
in this premise, the children. Okay, you know what? I don't want to talk about the children.
Yeah,
Never
just
mind.
stop. This is for
disregard.
adults, Tom.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm just
you know,
saying, if
okay,
I get
so-
any other opinion out on this podcast, it's that everyone should have a bidet. It will make your life 110% better.
They had a whole South Park episode about that.
Everybody likes a wet ass.
I'm just stealing shit left and right. I'm sorry, I'm stealing Smurf left and right today.
We can definitely curse now. Poo-poo PG. Like,
You
no,
know. It's just more work for Evan. Who cares, right?
Yeah, let's all just start cursing. Yeah.
Fuck that guy. No,
Oh, fart damn.
Fuck fart.
look at him.
Sons of bitches.
You know what? Let's just
He
go
went
down
like
the
a
line.
shade
Let's say our
redder in his
favorite-
face.
We just all say our favorite slur. Jay, who you start?
We're like, oh man, really? That's the one you led with?
Man,
I'm out.
I'm from Kentucky. You can't ask me stuff like that. I might
Yeah.
have.
Oh,
an
I bet I know the first one in that case.
Look at Evan cringing.
It's not going to be goddamn people from Morocco.
Oh, okay. Where are we in this
Yeah.
show?
They
What
hold
show
hands
is
now.
this?
This
They
is
shake
when,
hands.
Yeah.
He gets out of the fucking E-frame. They shake hands.
The
Oh,
Smurf
there
and
you go.
E-frame.
Yeah,
Smurf
language. Come
fucking
on.
E-frame.
What is this?
Oh, come
Children
on, man.
watching
You're
this.
supposed to keep us in line.
So
Yeah.
the Phaeton exits
Here's what's
his
called a straight
really,
man.
really ripe E-frame and shakes Marcel's hand.
Yeah,
in
he actually
camaraderie.
got
It's got a
out of his
bidet in
E-frame.
there for sure.
Oh, totally. But yeah, I
Constantly.
wrote, take that, Napier. Because he refused
Oh, yeah,
to shake either
Napier.
one of their hands. So,
You know what? Napier was right all along. You can't trust him.
right? And
Yeah,
can't
he was
shake
the only
hands
one.
with them either.
Well, they'll crush you.
And then we go back to the
Their head-
cave. Well, they're repairing their E-frames, man.
Oh yeah, and Bronski. I mean, I was really expecting a burp when they were pulling on that wing. Nothing.
No
Not even a
bourbon.
fart,
All
man. I
business.
thought I'd get a
I like-
fart out of this scene.
I like how it's like that scene in The Simpsons where like the kids are like, "Go ahead, Bart, say your line."
Yeah,
Like we're just like, oh, he's gonna burp. This is gonna be great. Ma, come in here.
yeah.
Nope. He's not.
Okay.
He is not a chimp for you. He's not a dancing monkey. He'll do what he wants.
I'm not gonna burp on command like some kind of burp monkey.
Right.
Mhm.
So when he straightens the wing up, he goes, "Oh, that'll help you straighten up and fly right."
But by the way, yeah, okay, that's a good point. These are spacefaring, atmosphere contained, man, empowering vehicles. You can't muscle them. Like what is
Right.
like imagine if you were like on like an F-18, you were just like kind of like trying to jerk the wing around. Like no,
Right.
that's not cool. Like they're
That's just how
sensitive.
strong
like-
Bronski is. Okay, man.
I don't care how strong he is. The point is, like, You can't bend it.
You'd think you'd have to use one of the other E-frames to work on an E-frame. Like you'd have a repair E-frame or something.
Right.
I'm just
Or like
saying, like
Maggie
the
Wessons.
repair for these things have to be so beyond these knuckleheads that like they're just let's bend the wing. That'll get us back in space. Like Jesus, you beat the Neos eventually. This is a disgrace.
Oh, thanks for spoiling it.
Yeah, I know. I got good guys win.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So anyway,
Good
that
guys.
reference though, that's a reference to like a World War II song that Nat King Cole sang. Straighten up and fly right.
All right. On.
Yeah. And he based it on a sermon that his dad, who was a preacher, would give. And it was about a buzzard that a monkey was taking a ride on, and the buzzard was going to kill the monkey. And so the monkey like starts strangling the buzzard and tells him straighten up and fly right. So basically, don't be in an uneven situation with someone that may not like you.
That's the most like Borat sounding story I've ever heard. Like,
well, no, here's the thing though.
Hey, I disagree. I was not expecting to learn something tonight, and it's sad that I'm already drunk and I won't remember it.
This song became the anthem for the Tuskegee Airmen.
All right.
What did they ever do?
Which I live like 20 miles away from Tuskegee, so
yeah. So that's what this is a reference to. And then this is Bob Forward writing this, so he used this again in Beast Wars. In the Trigger Part 2, Rat Trap lands on top of Pterosaur, and he sticks his gun up Pterosaur's butt to keep him from like dumping him off midair.
That's right.
And he tells him, "Oh, fly you featherless freak, or I'll toast your tachyon."
Nice.
You know what? That information is where like some doctoral data could have gone if you had lived your life right, bro.
Right?
Like I'm gonna remember what Doug Parker said in 1995.
Man, I say that all the time. I'll say some super geeky inside stuff, and I was like, "Oh, that's where I could have put a marketable skill."
Yeah. Like, oh, I wish I had used this power to like remember important information other than the 3 Autobot target masters names.
Point blank, sure shot.
Point blank, sure shot, and
Crosshairs.
Crosshair.
And Mike.
But Evan, that's why he keeps me around for all this like garbage knowledge.
Yeah.
You and your memory, dude.
But I mean, I'm aware of that song because they use it in Fallout, and I play a lot of Fallout.
They do actually. I remember hearing
they
that.
use the Andrew Sisters cover of it though. But yeah,
that's probably where I heard it last.
Yeah.
But so that is when we have they're repairing, and Marcella jumps through over rocks and avoids the Y-wing fire.
Makes it through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's like
just in time to save everybody.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to Daylight? He's captured. We got to get out of here.
Don't worry, I made it. Let's all get in our E-frames and I can shoot you.
Right?
That's Bronski's like, there's only one problem with that, and there's like, well, we made that 6 problems. There's 6 Y-wings in like formation above them.
And that's where we get Bob Forward's signature move. Because as they're starting to fight the Y-wings, Marsala turns to Nara's visual dismay and starts shooting the cliffside. It makes rocks fall on Abel's squad.
And that's when like he turns and shoots towards his E-frame in the gun.
And she yelled fragged. Is that what I heard? Because there's a lot of like gunfire. It's kind of hard to make out. But she goes fragged, and then he shoots her gun arm.
Could be.
Yeah.
Wait. Does she? Wait,
I think so.
Nari?
Torres.
Oh, Arita. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because they have like a shootout. They like do like the OK Corral there, and Marsala shoots her gun out of her hand, basically.
And that's when Marsh is like, explain yourself. And it's like, consider this my resignation, Lieutenant Marsh, effective immediately.
Yeah.
He's like Marsala is so annoyingly dramatic sometimes with the whole like
he was doing the mustache twirl this time.
Yeah, with the whole like, oh, Dr. Zenobia's, I presume.
Yeah.
Like he's just this annoying, like in the first season mainly, he's just this annoying like British character of like, was it wise to do this?
Well, and like you guys said, this I think is where they're finally figuring out who they want Marsala to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're getting close to it here.
Yeah.
They're telling it's the first season of any show. They don't know what they're doing. Watch. We've talked about it before. Watch the first season of Star Trek: Next Generation.
Right.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man,
It's an
yeah.
abomination.
Best guy in the whole show
it's
was
like-
Armus.
You know what? I like the Armus episode. People don't, but
I love
like
Armus.
we got like that first Picard. I'm gonna kill you with my words speech, where he's like, to give you what you want is the true evil, and you're like, oh my god, you're right. Oh my god, Picard. Like, you're right. It's to submit to him, to submit to Armus. I think Evan and Jay who are like, what the hell is Armus?
I'm sure which episode that is.
He's the
it's the skin of
Venom,
evil. It's the oily black thing you've seen in like pictures.
He's the Venom symbiote ripoff.
Yeah, he's the
Oh.
guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy who kills Yar.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now I
Yeah.
know. Yes.
It pleases me to see you suffer. That thing.
I actually saw the clip of them at, like that on that really bad set with a really blue sky and the green grass, saying about it.
Yeah, the first season sets. Yeah,
I don't think they even had like a dummy head for when like Frakes got pulled under the goo. Like he had to just hold his breath and let it fill up his mouth.
No,
and he
yeah.
almost drowned in
yeah,
it.
totally. if you like watch it, you're like, that's when you get concerned about what that black stuff was. You're like, he's in that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Like we were talking last time about Lana Quigley. Lana Quigley, when she was doing the Return of the Living Dead, when she had turned into a zombie, she was under the mud. Like
Yeah.
it was wet mud. She didn't know when to come out. She had to like time it to come out, and she was like, I couldn't breathe because I was gonna breathe in mud. It was like I was just covered in mud. And then like she busts out and like, does her whole, zombie thing. But yeah, they cut corners here and there, put your actors' lives in danger,
Well, yeah, it's like whenever you hear a story about any film made in like 1930 or 1940, it's like, oh, how did they pull off that scene with the little rascals where the house was on fire? Well, the house was on fire. Oh, okay.
We set the house on fire while children were inside.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah,
Bert I. Gordon
they're
did like
actors.
monster movies, and he would kill animals on screen, like King Dinosaur. They gutted an alligator that was dressed up like a dinosaur in one of their scenes. Like literally,
really?
they ripped the guts out. Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. I like
Wait, who
alligators
is this?
more than I like people.
Bert I. Gordon. He did like the Amazing Colossal Man and like all those like Mystery Science Theater movies that they did, where it's always about something that was a giant. Like Village of the Giant had like Ron Howard and like Bo Bridges in it. When they were teenagers.
Who's the sci-fi director that like is really low budget but like some
Ed Wood?
Roger Corman, is that it?
Oh, Roger Corman,
No,
yeah.
Roger Corman. I love Roger Corman movies.
Oh yeah.
Like Carnosaur and all that jazz.
Oh yeah. Little Shop.
But
he did the
anyway,
original Little Shop
Marsala
of Horrors.
betrays everyone.
Yeah.
Wait, he did Little Shop of Horrors?
The
Original
original one, the '60s one with Jack Nicholson in it.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I've seen that.
Hey,
Anyway, back to
so
Exosquad.
the Exo fleet is
Yeah,
still trying to
Exosquad.
retreat from the rest of the Neo fleet, and it's going badly, man. They're trying to keep that. This is where I saw the thing earlier. The dude in the blonde fro and the mustache. He's trying to help them retreat.
Well, Maggie's getting all shot up, and
Yep.
a guy named Dover, they name him, so he's dead. So
Yeah.
Dover swings in, and he gets blasted all to Smurf. So,
And
I think he's in hell here.
It's nothing to get fixated on, but he has like a little like drop down visor come on.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's that coming from? it's a glass pane in front of you, like cartoons. I swear to God.
well, and in that scene
Anyway.
also, you see some of the Neos have their arms out of their E-frames.
Don't focus on that. That's not.
That's someone
No,
drawing
that's
the
not
toy
important.
exactly as it is.
Yeah, that was.
They're just
they
trying
were
to get some
drawing the toy.
breeze.
They don't take the time to like, draw like a plastic metal like accordion like thing over their skin. No,
They do it in a lot of scenes, but not in this one. But Neos are made to exist in environments that humans couldn't, so maybe they don't need it as
ACOM,
much.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also
We all
scenes
know
where,
ACOM.
there's also scenes where Weston's E-frame has no glass in it. It's just like a roll bar, and some that has glass in it. So
It's just really clean. Those are the clean days, like where the birds hit your patio door. It's that clean. But
Yeah.
yeah, lots of play patterns shown here, and that's when Winfield orders them to just flee, don't fight, and Kaz
Yeah.
flies in and says, "Hang on, Grandma," and tows
Hits her
Maggie
with
out
the
of there.
grappling hook. Yep.
Yeah, and that's when
And
Sandowski with his hipster handlebar mustache
Yeah, you know,
goes up.
I think I didn't think of it like right away, but the style that prevails in like the Terran in Terran society
Mhm.
is like it wasn't metrosexual, but whatever the look was when like men, it was like 2010 men grew like handlebar mustaches and like high and tight side cuts, and
Yeah.
like everybody was a barber for no
Right.
reason,
Yeah,
like, and they had like little goatees and like neck tattoos, like what scene or whatever that was called, whatever that was, that era of like like wearing a vest with like
that was hipsters,
a
right?
was that hipster?
That was
Yeah,
the hipsters of the time, definitely.
Yeah,
was that hipster? Okay.
Yeah.
You get confused with like millennial, Gen Z, blah
Right.
blah blah. I dated.
Well, I mean, that
these
was
people.
like the millennial hipster, is what that was.
Okay, so yeah, that's like what if we like Google and we're like bring up computer, bring up images of hipsters, we'd be like, oh, this is the Exosquad world. Like
Yeah.
that's them.
Oh,
Whatever,
totally.
like that scene. Yeah, like I want to go back and just like draw pictures of like those people in Exosquad outfits, and you would be like, from
Right.
Paramount? Did you
Right.
steal this?
They're getting sued. So yeah, he
Yeah.
self-destructs and takes like 3 Neos with him so that Winfield and them can get away. Because Winfield's like, don't worry about it. He's like, sorry, I can't make it. And he like blows up and he's like, we'll remember you, Sandowski. And that's how we find out this guy's name.
Right.
Winfield's having a hard day of all his friends killing themselves.
Well, and Sandowski just turned some barbershop quartet into a trio.
Ah. So yeah, and that's
And then he gets onto the bridge of the Dominion, which we get a cool name for one of the ship. In the show Bible that you can get on Exosquad Archive, if anybody's curious.
Oh, nice.
They actually detail like what naming style the Terran ships have versus what naming style the Neo Sapien ships have. I forget what it is by now, but I always recall like obviously the Terran ships are named after human battles and also like weather events. So
Mhm.
there's like the typhoon and stuff, and the Dominion always stood out to me because it's not really anything in that vein. It just maybe because of Star Trek DS9, it always sounded like, yeah, that's where the mutineer should be, on the Dominion ship.
Right.
It sounds scary. It sounds like cool. And
Yeah.
so they not to steal your thunder, Evan, but they get on the bridge and Captain Furlong, was it? Captain
Yeah,
Furlong?
it's Furlong.
He's out. He's out of here. They were like, yeah,
He's
get
been
off my
furloughed.
bridge.
Ah.
Clip that for the best of, Evan.
I'll put the other clips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the trash.
it was very much like, oh, I forgot about this guy. I'm glad he's getting what's coming to him.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a nice little
Yeah.
like, dot on the die.
He
And
was
really,
Chekhov's
he was the-
mutineer.
Yeah, he was the biggest problem, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like he was
Oh,
the one
yeah.
who was like, what we should do is mutiny, and like Marcus was like, maybe later.
Right.
Yeah, he was the worm tongue in
Yeah, he was
Marcus's ear.
totally the
Yeah.
worm
Yeah.
tongue.
Grima,
Yeah.
he was the Grima worm. That's funny. I was thinking when I was trying to think about the little creepy guy from 300. I was like,
Mhm.
if you don't get it, go to Worm Tongue. If you
Right.
don't, if this doesn't work, go to that
Same deal.
guy, because he was like, remember he was like, come down here, Worm Tongue. We can still be friends if you just come down and leave that horrible wizard. He's like, no, he's mine. I own him. He's stupid. And like, okay, this isn't the Lord of the Rings. Never mind. Disregard that.
Yeah,
I just like that
that's-
scene. You know
yeah,
what?
with-
Anything
with-
with Brad Dourif,
Yeah.
I'll be like, what's he doing? Just
Yeah.
tell me, keep being Brad.
Brad
I mean,
Dourif, yeah.
He's great in Deadwood. I just watched the
Oh.
BLC episode of the X-Files the other night. He's great in that. He's a treasure.
He's great in
He's-
Exorcist 3.
Mhm.
Fantastic in that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he was in Exorcist 3.
He just the way
He was one of the
just-
he was one of the like the people that the spirit inhabited, right? Like he was a murderer. It's been a long time.
He was essentially, yeah, he Okay, sorry for anyone who's
The
seen this.
Gemini
Turned off right
Killer
now for a
was
second.
there?
The Gemini Killer, yeah. But he's
Yeah,
supposed to
okay,
have been
okay.
dead.
I liked him on
When-
Star Trek Voyager, where he played like Lon Suitor,
Ooh.
the Betazoid, like
When he
serial
played
killer.
Yes.
when he played another murderer.
Right, yeah.
Man, he's really good at being a murderer. He's
They
such a
faked
nice
it.
person
Well,
too.
Well, and they did
he's
the
great in
whole
Deadwood.
arc.
He's a healer.
They did the whole arc in Voyager where they cured him of it, and then they had to use him to kill the Kazon that took over the
Yeah,
ship.
and then he died.
He died. Yep.
Spoilers. I mean,
Yeah.
sorry again.
30-year-old spoilers.
I love him
here.
in. I mean, obviously, it goes without saying, but I love him in Chucky because his voice is so funny for like a
Right.
little doll. It's like, God damn it, you! I'm gonna kill you. You're like, ah!
Yeah,
You
What an
stupid
ugly
girl.
doll.
yeah.
Yeah,
He pulls out the whole Jack Nicholson thing when he uses his
Yeah,
voice. It's
okay.
so good.
yes, yeah, you're right.
But yeah, so the
It hits
last
an octave where you're like,
the last speakers do the whole thing. He gets relieved, and then like Winfield's on there with a gun. Give me an excuse, please.
yeah, that's
Shaking
they
his
do
gun
make
at
an
him.
announcement, which I find funny. Yeah, you're right.
You know,
They were like,
by rights, he probably could have just shot him.
Oh yeah, 100%. And
Probably
he just
should've.
saw Marcus, who actually he seemed to like for some reason,
Right.
die going down with the ship, and he doesn't like Furlong at all.
Right.
Furlong's
Yeah.
I mean,
one of
it
the
did
front
seem
lines.
like a double standard. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Marcus, he was ready, like, oh, we can forgive this. Whereas this
Probably-
guy, he was like, I'm going to kill you.
He probably knew Marcus's
Well, 'cause he
dad
knows.
or something. He
he
looks
knows,
out for
he
him.
knows that Furlow was that bitch in Marcus's ear, being
Right.
like,
Yeah.
you don't need that, dude. You're cool, you know.
Yep.
This is all on you, man. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he knows a catty bitch when he sees one. Let's just say that. All right.
Meanwhile, we're back in
All
the
right.
brood chamber area on Olympus
Wait.
Mons.
Before you go,
What?
Weston asked Winfield if she can take
Oh,
Kaz
Thank you.
to go look for Abel's squad, and he gives her one ship.
Like, I can spare a scout ship. They're probably dead, but good
mean,
luck.
And then they make
Marcus
the
just cost him like
smooches.
40.
Yeah,
Was
because
that
they
the
have to
scene?
get back to Io, he says. So they're
Yeah.
going back to
We're
Io.
going back to Io. He looks mad.
Yeah. So then we get to
'cause,
Phaeton
again-
confronting Abel's squad. Oh, go on, Tom, please.
He spent like a year getting ready and they just ruined all of his plans. You
Right.
know? They're like, let's do that thing we did in the first episode, but worse. Like,
Right.
no!
But back at the brood chamber there on Abel Squad's all hanging out there. Phaeton's having his like his whole thing like what was it like as Nera's like, I can't believe you did this to me, Marcella. And Phaeton's like,
I hate
neither
Nara
can
so
I.
much.
What was
Yeah,
that?
and that's the thing. Y'all are
Like-
knocking Phaeton for this, but Phaeton never buys that Marsala has switched
yeah.
sides.
Right.
He keeps calling out constantly. That's where it keeps getting ramped up. Okay, well, now we have to do this. And now we have to do this. It's like, I got another test
gonna-
for you.
I'm gonna put your friend in this crazy ass torture memory thing I have
Yeah.
that doesn't work on us, but I just have it ready.
And the,
You-
the control for it kind of looked like a bop it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was very leapfroggy in a way.
And going back to Maximal No More, okay? They couldn't scan Dinobot. They wouldn't let
Going back to
Tarantulas.
Maximal no more.
Seriously, it's the same script because they couldn't like let Tarantulas go through Dinobot's data tracks to find out if he was really switching sides. Just like Marsala couldn't be scanned by the mind scanner or whatever. So first you got to fight Quick Strike. Okay, now you got to kill Rat Trap. He just kept doing just like Phaeton is with Marsala.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
you're
almost
right.
like Bob Forward
I'm
worked
reading
on
me to
both
sleep.
shows.
Right.
And that's he goes and he goes says you'd like to do the mind scan, and like Marcella's like, well, that'd be great, except they don't work on Neo Sapien Cortex. Exactly, so we're going to use your commander, Lieutenant Marsh,
Your buddy.
your
We're gonna
buddy.
lobotomize him for fun.
And to add insult to injury, Marcella's like, it would have been what I would have suggested, and they're like, are you kidding me right now? And like Marshall's like, explain yourself, Mister. And
Like at
that
this
was
point,
Marsala's
like,
version
you
of
haven't
I
gotten
know
it?
you are, but what am I?
yeah.
Yeah. Now, I think we're right on the. Well, no, they put him in the machine. They zap him a bit, but we're gonna get to the point where Marsala has like the most gut wrenching speech about how crappy
yeah.
it is to be a Neo Sapien.
Right.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
And
Well, before that, during the whole
again,
dream sequence thing, though,
yeah,
he envisions like Alice Naretti again. Like he's like, "Hi, bye, Naretti. I'm going to fly away now." And he's like, he just has all these visions, and she's in there for some reason, really pronounced. And I don't know why.
he
Maybe he
likes
had
it.
a thing for her.
He was
Yeah.
yeah. That was remember he's got the
Definitely.
photo of her.
Oh,
In his,
yeah.
Yeah, this
in
is
his
filling in why he
frame.
cared about her.
Definitely during
Yeah.
during the mind scan thing, My Heart Will Go On should have played.
Yeah.
And then there's like, we all share a bond of loyalty, or do we? And that's like Marsala's face is going.
Oh, he's the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Marcella
I
turns
hate
into
when
the devil.
I hate whenever they do anything like in someone's mind on TV. It's
Yeah.
always like it's either that or like they're floating in a void, being like, "Oh no, but you betrayed us," and it's like, it's never convincing. It never works. Like the whole time I'm like this. Oh, he's the devil. Yeah, because he betrayed you.
Right.
Yeah.
Before that, though, real
Stupid.
quick though, that's the during this whole time, Kaz and Maggie are flying that scout ship, and they end up coming up against a couple of Neo sloop class ships,
Yeah.
which apparently are all
Outriders.
engines and
Outriders.
outriders.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like apparently they're all engines and guns. So he's like he kind of, she's like, I got this. He's like, no, you're gonna let me fly because you know I'm good. And I knew you don't have the hours you do, but I'm reckless, man. I'll do this. So she lets him, and he like lets him shoot the ship, and it like goes down flaming for a second.
They
And
play
then,
dead. Yeah.
yeah, he plays dead essentially, and they fly
Yeah.
off. And then she gives him a big old kiss, and Kaz lights up. He's like,
big
"Oh,
old smackaroo.
It cuts
Oh,
away, so I
big
think there's
ol'-
more than kissing after that.
yeah."
Finger
He's like,
popping, you
"Oh
think?
boy, I'm gonna do this again."
Ah,
But again, that was another just like I said at the beginning. It's just another example of like guys who grew up with Buck Rogers being like, "That's
Yeah.
right, the dame needs a kiss," or the dame is so smitten with emotions that she kisses the fella. Like
yeah.
again, I don't think they knew what they wanted yet. I don't
No.
think they were like, "This is a person with feelings." It's like, no, you have to understand. A woman, when they get very excited, they just want to make passionate love to whatever man is near them.
Right.
Well, and she's the older woman, so she takes the initiative there.
By far.
Yep.
Mrs.
Much
Robinson, are you trying to seduce me?
much older and gross. Dry old lady.
The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise.
Dry old space lady.
Yeah,
Remember that? Remember how crappy that was?
I
Yeah.
never watched it. I don't know. So
They
yeah,
say
also,
it killed that entire franchise they were trying to
yeah.
launch with the Universal Monster.
That's right.
Yeah.
Remember Russell Crowe as Jekyll and Hyde or something?
Yeah, I
Right.
was actually looking forward to that part because he's kind of like that in real life. I see.
Right.
He gets liquored up and fights.
Yeah,
Magic
he's Australian,
potion.
right?
It turns him into Hyde. It's just liquor.
Listen, he can get drunk and murder someone, and I'd still be like 300, man. Not 300. Gladiator,
Gladiator.
man. It's like that.
See, I'd
it's
be
the
like
same
that for the
reaction
Nice
I-
Guys. Have you not watched the Nice Guys?
I've
I
seen
think
it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You
Because
got
I
a
was
cat
gonna say,
like
if you
part
haven't
of-
watched the Nice Guys, just leave this podcast and start watching the Nice Guys. It's one of my
Go
movies
to-
I can watch over and over again.
your cat's
Go
photobombing you
now.
in the
Yeah.
back. It's cleaning
Walk.
itself behind you.
Run. Don't walk to the nice guys.
The
Oh, that's Ben. Hey, what's up, Ben? Ben's like a for sort of like he's not a cast member. He's more like a recurring player.
Yeah.
Ben's been squirting all day.
special guest appearance, Ben. But yeah, so
There's
during
gonna
the
be
whole
a chapter
thing,
named Ben now. You know that, right?
during the whole mind scan, like Bronsky is angry, like rushes him and gets shot, and it doesn't even burp.
Yeah.
Doesn't even burp. He just gets shot, and it's kind of a sad moment.
They're polite enough to have their guns on stun when they have
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
these
So
people
they
here.
can kill him later.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
when we get to where like Marcel is like, "Ah, yes, I'm confident that Lieutenant Marsh believes you're not a traitor. However, there is something else we can do." He's like, and Marcel's like, "Yes, I can shoot them." And I kind of like, yeah, obviously that's the next step. So give me a gun. Let's execute.
I was gonna make you ride this tiny tricycle across this rope. What you went way too far.
Right?
That's when the
Kill
speech
people?
happens.
Is that what we stooped to, Marcella?
No, that's what
Marcella, I thought
whole,
you were cool.
the whole speech happens. JT's like, after what we've been through, and that's when Marcel's like, been through? You Terrans have never seen your broodmate sold, beaten, mistreated, treated as cattle and worse, created as slaves, but with a will to be free,
He is
forced to
playing
work,
straight to Phaeton.
to suffer,
Right.
to die in horrible conditions for Terran greed, denied even the right to speak up against such tyranny. This is what I've been through. Speak not to me of loyalty. I am a new sapien, created by Terrans, feared by Terrans, and abused by Terrans, but no more. And that, yeah, and that's just he like you, man.
Like,
I'm right with you, dude.
yeah, again, like this Exosquad is like baby's first realization of slavery.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, like you know, you're like, oh, that must have been hard. Good thing it never happened for real. You know, like,
Right.
Yeah,
but
that speech
like,
was better than the Braveheart speech.
Well, honestly,
Oh,
they had to do the whole genocide thing to make the Neos the bad guys.
yeah, oh
Right.
yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's like,
I
okay,
remember.
I know no one's. Oh, sorry, Evan. Go ahead. I'm
Well, I
sorry.
was like speaking of the whole thing of this baby's first, slave thing. I remember I was taking American history back in college when I went back to college, and
American History X, baby.
so I was taking American history,
Means
and we
not
wrote like
welcome.
the slave rebellions, and we had an assignment. We had to write, we had to write something about the slave rebellion, like but like one letter to versus this letter, like the white newspaper reporting it and the slave journal reporting it, and like how it kind of and he's like. And I want you to use the
Ungra-
terminology of the times. So I did. I hated doing it, but I was like,
ungrateful slaves.
yeah, I was kind of but basically like I used the N word as we say because it was actually part of that. And he's like, you can't say that. He's like, you told me to say that. I don't ever say that.
Hey, hey.
I don't ever say it. That was part of the assignment. He kind of chastised me. I'm like, but I did I miss the assignment? Okay. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that. It was actually in the text. But cool.
You should have been like, you should be like, now I see why people say it so much.
I felt empowered. No. Um,
Okay, but like, okay, I don't want to get
Anyway.
into like, I don't want to get into a political thing, maybe, but it's kind of like, again, I think Boo said it.
Oh, blame
I
me.
wasn't looking right.
Thanks.
Well, no, okay, yeah, he's the Boo doesn't believe in the Holocaust. No, so he said, you know, Boo said like they had to throw in the genocide to make you go like, pooh, they're mean, you know. So like they had this coming. Never mind all that other stuff, and I'll try to broach this as nicely as I can. Where like, let's say there was like a country in the Middle East, and they spent the past 60 years pushing and marginalizing and terrorizing a small segment of the population within that country.
Kurdistan. Kurdistan.
I don't, there's no way to know exactly what I'm talking about. It could be anything. It could be, anyway.
Go on.
You would start to feel for that small segment of that population that's being slowly slaughtered every couple seasons to the point where you're like, hey, maybe the guys we think are the good guys are the bad guys. But again, so long as you have like a few car bombings or like a weird like attack every couple months, you're like, no, you have to understand they're the bad ones because they're mean. Like, but I think you have like a sustained thing going on. Like they're periodic and seem to be responding to it. You're more like, this is the status quo we're going to apply no matter where we go. And again, I don't want to get political, but it can't always be like American slavery. Am I right, fellas? Like you have to be like, oh, other people suffer, and like I can empathize with that feeling. I don't necessarily want anybody to be hurt, but you can still be like, yeah, if you push somebody down hard enough, you can't be stunned that they come up and get you,
Yeah.
It's just like, anyway.
Well,
that's basically the plot to Karate Kid.
Right.
I love Karate Kid.
Well, this also reminds me of Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. They changed the ending. where Caesar
Wait,
decides
is
that
that
we're
the
going to be
nuclear bomb
nice.
one?
We're not going to be as bad as humans
Oh,
were
I
to
hate
us.
that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh,
They made them change
with
that.
the building on fire.
Yeah, because
Yes,
they were going to have it more revolutionary, but they're afraid it would actually incite real revolution in the U.S. So,
yes, that's such a great ending too. The bad ending, I guess you would call it,
yeah.
the real ending.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like what oh, God, it's such a you know what, Evan, just play to the end of this. Like he has so many great. Is that Roddy McDowell? Is that who that was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
such a great performance. Like, and he's like, the apes are slaves to humans, and like, so he says like, an ape king would be better. He's like, he couldn't be worse. Such a great, yeah, and like the apes in that version slaughter like the humans that they capture, and you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
golly, that's not going to be aired on ABC no matter how they end it.
Right.
So I guess I understand why they eventually were like, but not today, for we shall work with the humans. You're like, copy
Yeah.
it.
We will be better masters to you than you were to us, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that the real ending is so cool. Let's just watch that next week instead.
Yeah. We should do the Planet of the Apes movies. That'd be a good one just to dial onto.
You know what? You know what? You say that, but like Planet of the Apes movies are like 10 solid. What's the opposite of killer no filler?
Oh yeah.
Like 10 solid minutes of like, yeah, this is cool. And then like an hour and a half of 1970s allegory of like, oh, my monkey on a chain. No, Bobo, listen to me. No, Bobo. You're like,
You got to do it with the Ricardo Montalban voice, though.
Ricardo Montalban. Yeah, it's like, come, Caesar, get away from there. They treat them badly.
I said, you inhuman bastards.
And then, like, there's like Zira and Cornelius. Like, there's just that one movie before this one, that one where they're like,
Escape.
It's the 70s and we're having fun. Beep, bop, bitty, bitty, bing. You're like, ugh.
They're giving Zira like truth serum and champagne and.
Yeah, it's so depressed. Yeah, like, no. But like, you have to watch a super cut of those movies and be like, that'll do.
Right.
Top 10 scenes. I got it.
I'm just ruined. I still watch them. I got like the box set. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen them, you're gonna be like, "This is fun." I mean, we're watching Exosquad.
Yeah, so
right.
So
it's better than Mask, man. I'll say that.
God,
easy.
no, it is. It is. It's much better.
Easy.
It's much better.
Let's not get crazy.
So Phaeton has them all lined up, and he's like, he has the gun. And I think Phaeton's like, yes, my new officer will execute them.
He's got a thing for officers.
Yes, he does. He needs officers.
He thinks they're cool.
Marcelo has the gun. He's like watching. You look at them all. He like looks at Nara. He's like, and that's when you know something's happening. Like, get on with it. And he knocks a couple Neo Sapiens off.
Well, he gives Nara a wink.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah. What movie? They did that in a movie too, where the guy winks at the last minute and he like shoots the bad guy or whatever. I forgot what movie.
I think
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of it.
It's a trope for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So all Bedlam happens, and he knocks
I know
off.
what I'm thinking. It was in Tombstone, wasn't it? Like, didn't Doc Holliday wink at the guys, and they're like, "Oh!" And they start shooting.
I think that was.
Oh, but that was like the opposite. He like winks at him to make him freak out.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
It was Thomas Hayden Church's character.
Yeah,
it was like
Val Kilmer winked at him, and
it was like a version of Gay Panic, where he was like, like what the hell, winking at me.
Use a bidet.
Blowing smooches at me.
Bidet.
What? My unguarded cheeks, they're red.
I have feelings I can't process.
It's not it's not far enough along in this country's bedazzled history where I can acknowledge this.
Bedazzled history?
I don't know. I wanted to use a different word.
I think bedazzled is a great word.
I got
played the piano funny.
I was like Star Spangled History.
So yeah. Anyways,
there's a lot of. Oh, sorry.
Well, I was trying to get back to the episode.
I was going to say there's a lot of.
I don't even know where we are in this episode. What day is this?
There's a lot of Gay Panic in Tombstone. Doc
Oh.
Holliday and his rival.
Oh,
Johnny?
Johnny Ringo.
Johnny
Oh, and then
Ringo.
there's the
Johnny
actual
Ringo.
gay characters. There's
Oh yeah, the
Jason
actors.
Priestley and what's his name, Billy Zane.
Billy
Yeah.
Zane.
It's a very
He's an
it's
actor.
a very gay movie now that we think about it.
I love that movie. It's a great movie.
Oh, it's a fantastic
Oh, yeah.
movie. That's the most beautiful man
First
I've ever
gay
seen.
film.
Have you ever
First
been to
pro
Tombstone,
gay
Arizona?
I've not.
No, I'm not.
You should go every day. They reenact it. The shootout at 2.
Oh,
No
I'm-
kidding.
Yeah, and like the McLaurin or whatever the guys who died at the OK Corral, you don't see them after that. Like they're done. Like they walk around town all day, and like Doc Holliday, the actor, will like bust out into poetry and stuff. But after the OK Corral, like the McLaurin, I think is that their name. Anyway, the guys who die, you don't see those actors anymore the rest of the day. Yeah, the Clanton and yeah. So, but it was actually really cool.
I'll take that gig.
Yeah.
I get to quit early. Neat.
Yeah. But yeah, we stopped there for like an hour just to check it out, driving down I-10, coming back from BotCon
My
again. And we
my
stayed like a
favorite
couple
delivery
days.
of any line in any movie ever is when the surviving,
Cowboy?
what are their
Cowboys,
names? Now?
yeah. They were called Cowboys. Was
No,
Yeah.
the surviving the good guys, like
the good
protagonists?
guys, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the Earps.
Heroes.
The Earps, yeah. When they're leaving town and they're on the way out of town, and he stops to tell the leader of the Cowboys that he's never coming back, he's not going to seek vengeance and stuff like that. And Powers Booth goes, "Well, bye."
Ah.
Mhm.
That just, I love that.
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's a. I don't want to make you feel like you're not alone in that feeling, Jehu, but that might be one of the most iconic scenes from that movie.
Right.
After I'm bringing hell with me,
Right.
get out of town.
And I'll be your
Huckleberry.
Huckleberry.
yes.
That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
memes. Like it pops up anytime
Yeah.
someone like announces their departure
Exactly.
from a group. And Powers Booth saying, "Well,
Like-
bye."
Right.
Like there's thousands of people who have never seen the movie, but know Powers Booth and that cowboy getup, going like, "Well, bye."
The best part about that whole scene though is when they're taking the coffins out of town, and like Johnny Ringo's like, "You smell something?" And Powers Booth's the character's like, "Dude, come on."
Right.
What you doing, Johnny? Come on.
Like Powers Booth has like some decency, and Johnny Ringo has none.
None,
Yeah.
zero.
Also, Michael Biehn is the most successful actor of all time to never be famous.
I know.
Yeah.
It's such good. Dude, he's Hicks.
Right.
I was gonna say the guy from Aliens, right?
He's the
And
most likable
Terminator.
character. He's the guy in Terminator. He's the guy
Right.
in everything.
He's got to have something about him that like we don't pay attention to.